Marisha is busy painting away.
In total, I think I counted 32 kids in the yard or on our porch, our veranda. So yeah, it was a typical Sunday.
They're growing. Look at them. That one is so little. See the frog moving there? You can see him.
Yeah.
Yep, well there he is. You can see him
We're
now.
gonna give the frog to the fish.
No, honey, the frog is just there naturally. So serene. Beautiful. Here at the pond.
Ball!
Marisha is busy painting away. All right, here's a little update on the garden. I'm gonna fix some of the fence a little bit, but for the garden this season, we have planted beets. Can't really see them very well because they're in the ground, but beetroot, we love beets, and they grew quite well last time. And then of course you're seeing corn. So the corn has also been planted, and we will see how that goes. We didn't have a ton of success with it last season, but we didn't plant it at the right time of year. So we are hoping for the best for the crops right now. This is, of course, the little plot of land right behind the house. So we still have the other stuff planted as well that we've already talked about. This is for our own consumption as a family.
It was a typical village Sunday. So sat and chatted with my sister-in-laws for a little bit. Said hi to everybody, and then kids started to come over to play. So we brought a new football back with us from Bali, and kids were playing football in the yard. Other kids were playing another yard game. I was on the veranda shading or coloring, depending on what you call it, with a bunch of the kids. And in total, I think I counted 32 kids in the yard or on our porch, our veranda. So yeah, it was a typical Sunday. It felt good to be back with the kids. And here in the village, made a huge dinner because, as I mentioned, there were like 30 some kids here earlier. Ended up only feeding, I think it was 12 kids, only 3 of those being my own. So some of the kids went home for their own dinner. But yeah, it's been a good day. I'm tired, but good kind of tired. Really happy to be back, seeing everybody in the village. So with that being said, I'm gonna end today's video here, and we'll pick it up tomorrow and maybe walk around and show you some updates of things that are going on here.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. We're gonna go get some groceries.
People always ask where we get the fish feed from in Tororo Town. So this is us picking up a small batch of fish feed today. You see David over there. And this is where we get it from. Super enterprise. Elijah and Mommy out for a village stroll. Let's go.
What are we gonna have for dinner?
I don't know. What do you want to have for dinner? Our turkeys, but aren't they looking good?
For Easter.
They're going for a stroll. Elijah's eyeing them for Easter dinner. I don't think so.
What about for my birthday?
Here they are. They're growing. Update on the baby pigs. They're growing. Look at them.
That one is so little.
Just some of them.
So cute. And which one is this one? Why do they put it?
They're really growing. Look at this, the runt. He's still small, but the other ones are growing a lot bigger.
Wow, they all want food.
Our fenced area. Fenced all the way to over there for the animals to graze. All right, business as usual down here at the fish farm. Nothing going on. They're not using this holding pond right now because there's no fish that they're ready to harvest in the near future. So they use this holding pond when they're preparing for harvest. So there's some water in it, but there are no fish there currently.
There's a frog.
Oh, there's a frog. Yeah, can you see the ripples? There's a frog there, but no fish.
Can you say the frogs are having a swim?
The frogs are having a swim here. Yep, I see something there.
Some might be sunbathing.
So when they're ready for another harvest, they will drain this water that's showed up from rain, drain it, clean it all out, and get it ready to put the fish ready for harvest here. And then they harvest from this pond. It's much easier for them.
How did they have babies?
See the frog moving there? You can see him.
Yeah.
Yep, oh there he is. You can see
So
him
we're
now.
gonna give the frog to the fish?
No, honey, the frog is just there naturally. That's where he found his nature, where he's living for here and now until they chase him away.
Yeah, but
All right, should we go home and have some dinner?
yeah.
And everything's business as usual over here. We got some cows grazing to keep the grass down. We're coming in at the tail end of the workday, so that's what we're working with. We have 2 ponds of catfish that will be ready for harvest in the coming weeks. But aside from that, everything is business as usual here at the fish farm. So serene, beautiful here at the pond. So pretty. Everything's going really well. We're feeding fish over in this pond. That's why you're seeing some ripples starting. It's in the process of feeding this pond. You see Elijah over there, he's helping. They're feeding over this side too. Water levels were down slightly because of rainy season, even though we did have the solar pump pushing water into the ponds from the well that was dug on the other side of where we keep the chickens in the coop. So that did work well to help maintain the water level for dry season, but we certainly have been thankful for the rain that's been showing up here in the last week or two to help with water levels. So with that being said, today was a gorgeous day. I cannot believe that it's been a year. It's been just a little bit more than a year since the fish farm broke ground and got fish in it. So we'll do a whole kind of recap video on the first year of Sulex Fish Farm. But standing out here, waiting for the sun to set this evening, realizing just how far we've come in this 1 year period, it just gives me a lot to be thankful for. So we're going to end this video here, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody.